Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year to all of you and to all of us. And I'm so excited to gather together again in this regional product training with the expert among us. Uh, of course, we have Miss Winda Kayanti. In the previous training with Claudia, where we have learned about the importance of cleansing and detox for our body. Of course, after we do that, we want to continue our healthy lifestyle by eating healthy food. But we still need to take supplements for us. And are they necessary? Winda, our product specialist, will share with us her insight, expertise, and also knowledge about that topic. Without much further ado, Ms. Winda Kayanti, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sir Daniel. Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. Yeah, just like he said, we already do a healthy lifestyle. We already eat healthy, but why do we still need to take the supplements and especially take the Unicity supplements? Let's find out why. After we finish with all those party stuff during the holiday season in December, the new year, we take lots of food, probably lots of alcohol too. And we finished and we want to start fresh, start new. We do cleansing, back to cleanse again. After we do the cleansing, usually everything goes out, right? The good bacteria, the bad bacteria, all the bacteria in the gut goes out. Everything, all the nutrients and stuff also goes out too, without we realize it. So that's why we need to find something to replace, to nourish ourselves too, not just the cleansing. And especially next, those who celebrate the Chinese New Year will also have more party, right? We'll celebrate the Chinese New Year soon. You see here, lots of good food, nice food, the pork, abalone, the seafood, lobsters, everything. What do they have in common? Fat, cholesterols. They could be good fat, they could be bad fats, but lots of them are fatty, right? Triglycerides as well. So that's why we need to stay aware with our lifestyle, with what comes into our body. We always been suggested to have a balanced diet every day. But life is not always perfect, right? Sometimes we have what we call as cheat days. We don't say it's cheat. No food is for cheating. Food are just food and it's meant to be enjoyed. It's not cheating to eat good food. It's not cheating if it's delicious, and it's not cheating if you love it. If you want it, just take it. But remind yourself that you have to have control over it. Don't get too much or too so much food in one go, in one day, or don't eat too often. So we need to mind also with the amount, with the frequency, with the type as well, to be able to have this balanced diet too. And now the question is healthy lifestyle. What is a healthy lifestyle? And who cares anyway? Most people will question about what is healthy lifestyle because they never grow up doing this such of lifestyle. Their parents teach them how to live a healthy life. Probably they already have a healthy lifestyle, but not everyone is lucky enough to be able to have such parents with a vision of healthy lifestyle. Sometimes they just eat what they want, they just do what they want, while like the suggestions sometimes say we need to eat different various types of foods. It comes with the good macronutrients and micronutrients. It must have the protein source, it must have the carbohydrate source, a good fat, fruits, vegetables, and everything. It must be balanced. But sometimes people tend to eat junk food, right? We do the opposite of it. And when we were told, do some exercise, maybe 3 times a week, or if you could do exercise every day for 30 minutes. But then what do? What we do is slouching in a couch. We became a couch potato. And yeah, we just stay at home, relaxing on the sofa, playing gadgets like these men do. So we just do the opposite thing. And when we were told to take your supplements, have something that can help your body to function optimally, what we do is we neglect it. We forget to take our supplements that we have already bought sometimes, or maybe someone gives to us because someone loves us very much. And instead, we wait. We wait until we get sick, and then we go to take medicines. So instead of preventing or avoiding diseases, we wait until these diseases come out. And instead of taking the supplements, we just take medicines. So this is the opposite of things that many of us do, many people do. And now I'm talking about the fat, about the food that we have. If you look at this picture here, it's an organ, a very precious organ in our body. It's a heart. It's the source of life. When it stops pumping, then your life stops too. Sometimes the heart also clogged. And this clog is a bad fat. It could be a saturated fat or a trans fat which caused it. And this fat comes from our food. They can come from pastries, the cakes, the donuts, the pizzas that you love so much, and then packaged snack foods, everything that is ultra processed. Margarine, and then shortenings, they are also not a very good source of trans fat. Deep fried foods, especially like the fries, fried chicken, the nuggets, everything breaded and deep fried. And anything, any products that contains hydrogenated, remember this, hydrogenated, or the partially hydrogenated vegetable oil. So it says trans fat free, but actually it still contains the trans fat itself. The saturated fat and trans fat, when it goes into our body and it passes through our blood vessels, it would stick into the wall of our blood vessels. In the end, it will cause some cloggings. And this clogging is a disease. We call this as arteriosclerosis. If you look at the picture on your right side, a normal artery should be clean. There is no scar tissue. There is no clogging. There is no fat that stick onto the walls of the vessels. And this is a good one. People who have mild arteriosclerosis because of the elevated level of cholesterol, especially the LDL cholesterol, usually they have mild arteriosclerosis somewhere in their brain, in their body, and you will be able to check it with an MRI machine usually. Around 50 to 70%, it's called the mild arteriosclerosis. If you don't change the lifestyle, it will progress. And you need to be worried when you already have this arteriosclerosis. And severe arteriosclerosis is when you have more than 70% clogging. The blood vessels won't be able to transfer blood again. So many blood will clot in your vessels, causing a clogging. And eventually, when the blood stops to flow into your heart will stop, because your heart needs blood to breathe, to eat, and to take out the oxygen and carbon dioxide from to provide you with fresh airs for your body. And this is the beginning, the primary cause of the chronic diseases. When the blood vessels is really, really bad, when it's damaged especially, it cannot transfer blood, oxygen, nutrient into our organs. So our organs will be starved. Our organ will be lack of oxygen. They cannot breathe, so they cannot work, and they will be very weak. So this one is really, really bad. All of this chronic disease caused by the clogging of blood vessels, we call them as metabolic syndromes. If you look on the screen, maybe you have one of these problems: hypertension, insulin resistance. This is the beginning step of diabetes, especially type 2. Fatty liver disease, and then some of the fat problems like raising level of cholesterol, the LDL, the triglycerides, and then maybe dementia, heart disease, even cancer. And this is all caused by partially the unhealthy lifestyle. There are many factors that affect diseases, but lifestyle plays quite important role in this. Other external factors that also play important roles is our environment. When we see the place we live in, and when we look into our surroundings, there are land pollutions, air pollutions, water pollutions, and chemical waste everywhere from the factories. They don't really have good recycling for the chemical waste, and then they just throw it, and it affects our land, affects our air, and eventually affects our crops too. The food that we eat, all the may contain harmful chemicals too. And other external factors that attack animals like pests, the poisons, failed crop, diseases, virus, everything, it affects the quality of the food that we eat. Let's say we want to make some comparison here. In 1950, at that time, there are no set value of how much iron is needed by adult every day. So at that time, they only know, or we only need a small amount of iron, around 4.3 milligram. And it is equal with eating 1 apple a day. So it says that 1 apple a day takes the doctor bye-bye. But in 2022, when the knowledge already evolved and very sophisticated, so we know that adults need around 8 to 15 milligrams of iron a day. But we cannot get them from eating just 3 to 4 apples. Now we need to eat this much apples to be able to get the iron necessary for our body. So it says what? It says that the nutrient content in our food already declines so much. You can compare 1 compared to what? 16 apples. Then you can get a good amount of iron for your body. So the food quality also affected by the environment, and it will eventually affect our health, our body. We need all of this food for us because we want to get all the vitamins and all the minerals like the vitamin A, B, C, D, E, B complex. There are so much vitamins. And then we want to have some of the important minerals like the sodium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, everything. And we cannot get them only from eating food because we don't know how much food we need to eat. And if you compare at that time, maybe 50, 60 years ago compared to now, the quality of the food itself already declining, although we have more advanced farming technology. But now with the mass production stuff, we can get good amount of crops, big size of crops, but the nutrient itself, we still don't know. So that's why we need to take some of these nutrients from the supplements. When we can no longer rely on food only just to have everything sufficient for our body. All of those vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, the phytochemicals, we need them and we can get them from the supplements. But why do we need to take Unicity supplements? This one is quite special and specific. If you look at the Unicity, it has a long history of pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, and now we also have the genomeceutical technology. We are quite advanced with this about the supplements, about the knowledge. We have quite long history, more than 100 years. And we also have a specialized team that develop and researching a specific products and develop them to make a very good supplements for us. Unicity have their own science team and also have their own manufacturing plant. So we know for sure that the product is produced in a good way using a good ingredients and have a good benefits for those who take the supplements. And now we also don't stop just making a good supplement or researching, but we also test and validate. Unicity work together with different associations, university organizations to make sure that these products are really work. They run clinical trials. They make sure that these the supplement that they make, the formulation and everything works well and works very nicely for the health of those who take the supplements from Unicity. Not only that, the supplements also recorded in the PDR, the Physician Desk Reference, which is a very reliable source of drugs and supplements book. So if you want to know which product are good, which supplement or which drug are good, so you can go to this PDR. And now we want to know how we take the supplements. How can I incorporate supplements from Unicity into daily intake? Last week, already learned about the cleansing part, the stage 1. Now, let's continue with stage 2 or replenish. And we want to make it good, sustainable, so we will maintain our health. So as a refresher, step 1, we do the cleansing. Why we need to do the cleansing? It helps to protect and clean your entire body system from the toxin and from the waste. Like remember the land pollution, the air pollution, they all bring toxic. They all have chemicals. And when we eat in and when we breathe, we take in some of those bad chemicals into our body. So we want to clean them up. Do the clear starter tea. And then don't forget to take the chlorophyll powder, native legend tea, Bio 7, and probiotic. All of this, the clear starter tea is the basic for cleansing. It helps with cleansing the gut. But to add up with the total cleansing process, we take the chlorophyll powder to help also clean the blood, and native legend tea to clean our organs because it helps with blood flow. It makes your blood flow better. And Bio 7 is used to replenish the gut bacteria while you take out everything from your system, from your gut. Using the clear starter tea, you need to top up with good bacteria. So take Bio 7 and take probiotic. After we finish 30 days of clear starter tea, go with replenishing. Means to replace, topping up, adding all the necessary nutrients to our body, and especially the good gut bacteria. The purpose of the replenish is to rebuild our body. It helps with providing essential nutrients and set a firm foundation so our body can function optimally, can function better than before. Still continue with the chlorophyll powder and native legend tea to help cleanse the blood and organs. You can take them regularly once a day. And we need to rebuild the gut health, right? So take a combination of Bio 7, probiotic, and Hawanoni. Bio 7 is very good source of fiber, and fiber also a prebiotic. Prebiotic means a good food for good bacteria. It helps with controlling the total amount of fat and sugar that goes into our body. It helps lower the blood sugar and fat in our blood. It also helps with insulin sensitivity. It means that it helps control your insulin level. And Hawanoni also a good product to take together with the Bio 7 and probiotic. It contains lots of antioxidants, good fructooligosaccharides, which is a prebiotic, and it will boost the work of the probiotic when you take them together. And next, don't forget to top up with the nutrient, the essential nutrient that, well, we already eat good food, but we still need to top up some of these nutrients. Take the chlorospirulina, the LC, it could be chocolate or vanilla, or the LC base if you like them, and omega. These three will help with filling essential nutrients. Chlorospirulina provides the antioxidants that you need. The LC provides with good source of protein, digestible, absorbable, and omega life 3 or omega resolve also help with balancing the amount of good fat and bad fat in your body. So it counteracts the effect of bad fat in your body. Omega life 3 helps with cholesterol level especially. And the bad cholesterol is the LDL cholesterol. And lastly, stage 3 means to sustain. After we finish cleaning up, after we're done with rebuilding our body to be able to function better, we need to maintain, right? So the condition will be okay, will be stable, and we want to make sure that our body is always fit. So you can take different products based on your needs. There are different types of products based on what you have to consume daily, yeah? So let's say this one is for long-term goal. If you have a long-term goal or short-term goal, you can choose different products, several products. But here I would suggest several of products that are good for you to take for a long term, for daily intake. Yeah. Bio 7 to maintain a healthy gut. You can also take BioSlice C or BioSlice Slim if you want to. It's still providing a good amount of prebiotic, a good amount of fiber, also help with controlling blood sugar and fat. Don't forget to take Unimate to help with your brain function. So you can focus better, you can finish the task better on the job. And don't forget to take the immunizant. It's for maintaining the immune health. And next, there are stuff that helps with providing daily nutrients. LC products, they are very good source of protein. So you may take quadplex if you do exercise because it contains whey protein concentrate, which isolate, which are very digestible and absorbable types of protein. And then you also can have the LC or the LC base as a good protein source. Topping up the vitamin and minerals, the phytochemicals with daily produce 24. Having good amount of calcium, magnesium, or you can choose bone fortified to help with bone density. So you have a good amount of muscle. Don't forget to have also good amount of bone density. And then continue with the Omega Life to balance the cholesterol level to avoid the disease that I mentioned earlier, the arteriosclerosis. So it's good to have a balanced amount of LDL, the bad fat, and HDL, the good fat. So LDL and HDL are cholesterol, both are cholesterol, but one is bad and one is good. So the LDL is very naughty. It can stick into the blood vessel, into the wall of your blood vessel and cause clogging. But the HDL helps with the better blood flow. So don't forget to take the Omega Life 3 or Omega Resolve daily. And these are the 3 stages of supplementation that you can do or you can suggest to take. You can also keep this, print screen it as summary. Don't forget to do the cleansing first, and then second, after cleansing, you need to replace what is gone with what nutrient is gone. And then stage 3, after all the body is cleansed, all the body are ready to work or ready to function optimally, don't forget to maintain. So these are the 3 stages of supplement that you can take from Unicity. All right, for now, if there are any questions, you can ask about how to use the supplements probably, or which supplement is more suitable for you. Because if you already do the stage 1 and stage 2, then what you need to do is to maintain, right? And different people have different goals. So if you have a specific goals, what you want to improve, which area you want to improve, or there are different kinds of supplement you can take. Let's say you need to improve your vision, then you can take vision essentials. You want to improve the bone, the muscles, then you may take products from Quadplex, LC, bone fortified, calcium, magnesium. Or if you have a sleep difficulty or insomnia, then you can have a better sleep with core. And if you want to have a more focus on your work, you can take products like Unimate, Matcha X, AMPM, it helps. Or if you have problems with heart disease, then take CoQ10. a mix of CoQ10, Bio7, or Bio/C. Okay, so now I have questions here. Bad fat are saturated fat. What about LC base? Well, actually, LC base doesn't contain saturated fat. LC base contain fat, which is called as MCT, medium chain triglyceride. So it acts differently in our body. This bad fat usually will stick into the wall of the blood vessel, but MCT, it acts like an HDL fat that won't stick into your blood vessel, and it eventually provides you with better energy. So this MCT, easier to digest, give you extra energy when you work, especially when you don't take any meal, because LC base is a meal replacement. So it is a ready source for energy, and it acts not like a saturated fat, unlike the LDL fat. If want to improve eye and also got cataract and glaucoma, beside of eyes vision, which other product do I need to take? Let's say, yeah, disease like cataract and glaucoma can also be caused by disease like diabetes. Usually people with diabetes will develop cataract too. So make sure that you have good control of blood sugar. Some products from Unicity have good, is beneficial for controlling blood sugar. So they are Bio7, Bio/Slim, Bio/C, Hawaiian Noni. They are good products to control blood sugar too. And make sure that you also have better control with the amount and the type of food that you are eating. Mind with the sugary foods, everything that is sweet. Okay, so apart from Vision Essential, you can take the Bio7, Bio/C or Bio/Slim, and Hawaiian Health Supplement. Okay, one other product that also you may take is actually Native Legend Tea, because Native Legend Tea acts with giving you a better blood flow. It helps with overall organ health. So take Native Legend Tea once to twice a day. Okay. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? Yeah, I think we are on time. You're welcome. Thank you. So probably I'll count to 5. If there are no other questions, then we'll see you on the next event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us with Unicity tonight. Happy New Year and hope you are always healthy. Bye-bye.